Yo les gars, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve pour un nouveau let's play sur Metal Gear Solid. Je vous envoie cette vidéo, elle dure 43 minutes, c'est le let's play numéro 2. J'espère que vous aimerez regarder et suivre tout simplement les petits let's play que je vous envoie. Et si vous voulez des infos pour des mods ou quoi que ce soit, n'hésitez pas à lâcher un petit com. Je vous demande de juste me soutenir si vous voulez, en fait, puisque je vais faire quelques let's play sur Metal Gear Solid. N'hésitez pas à regarder le premier let's play que je vous ai envoyé. Je vous fais un gros big up et je vous dis un bon visionnage. Merci à tous ceux qui like et qui s'abonnent pour donner un peu de support. Et je vous souhaite une belle journée les gars. A plus tard. Cinématique toujours en français.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze systems shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again,
Là,
waiting
il y a
for
des
the
missions
firing squad.
avant. Je vais faire un mini let's play, je pense.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here,
Garde ton silence.
have a cigar. It's Cuban.
Oh, il a disparu. Les images changent.
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger.
Le mec, il est plongé avec la CIA. Il est dedans. Il est dedans.
Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard that. The man who
Au
arranged
courant,
the defection
l'homme
was
qui
a group
organise
colonel
ça,
by the name
nom
of
du GR,
Yevgeny
le
Borisovich
colonel
Volgin.
Yevgeny
Volgin.
Borisovich.
Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that
C'est
war.
elle qui nous a conduit à la victoire, donc
In Russia, you
c'est
know
bien
her
une
as
femme, The Boss. Hein.
Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yeah,
La
that's
mère,
the one.
voilà.
And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift. when
Donc
she
c'est elle,
defected.
The Boss.
Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you.
Sauf que c'est pas
However,
vrai.
I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government.
Elle a raison de tout orchestrer.
You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week, and if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
Ouais.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the two NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. I've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Il va sauter, j'imagine. C'est trop rapide pour sauter. Incroyable, ça m'est arrivé. Dinguerie. Elle est trop bien sur PC là, franchement. C'est une bonne tarte.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss and our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry.
Voilà, il a trop jacté, j'ai un peu mal à la tête. Ah, le 120 n'a pas fonctionné apparemment. Alors, le 120 n'a pas fonctionné. Donc, il y avait une spéciale ici. Je sens que je vais me taper un boss ou ça paraît un peu trop soudain, mais bon. Bref. Oh, ça sent la cinématique. Ah. Ça va bien. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut là-dessus?
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
C'est vrai qu'elle est... Le jeu il est basé sur elle un peu. Enfin, c'est The Boss quoi. Encore une fois.
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead.
C'est très cool ce jeu.
You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
On peut voir que j'ai le bandana. Je sais pas si c'est le mode que j'ai rajouté.
I'm not your boss anymore.
Je ne suis plus ton boss.
There's nothing for you here.
Toi ici.
Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
Elle part pas droit.
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Indéfiniment, c'est ça que je voulais dire. Les balles, elles peuvent pas rester droites indéfiniment, genre elles tombent
I
un peu.
didn't.
Même si elles
I'm
partent pas.
loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your
Wesh.
country or loyalty to me? Your
Merde,
country
boss.
or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
Wesh, on voit partout son visage. C'est quoi ça?
You don't know the truth yet.
C'est un bug?
But sooner or later you'll have to choose.
C'est vraiment le but.
I don't expect you to forgive me.
J'aime beaucoup les cheveux qu'elle a.
But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well.
Du coup, ça c'était le cheval de The Boss.
Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you.
Tu sais, j'aime trop la fin du jeu.
Now,
C'était
go.
vraiment incroyable. La fin du jeu, elle est incroyable si vous l'avez pas faite. Si vous n'avez pas fait ce jeu, faites-le. Hein. Je me souviens, j'ai vécu vraiment une expérience. C'était...
This is Snake,
avoir mieux.
Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Putain, j'ai tout écouté, tout regardé. J'ai fait preuve d'une patience exemplaire, wesh. J'ai l'impression que le mode HD là il s'est mis. Hein. Ah, les camouflages, est-ce que j'en ai plus qu'avant? Non. Ah, je peux zoomer ou pas? Apparemment non. Non, c'est mieux. Parce que c'est moins tricard. C'est vraiment pas tricard pour le coup. Plus 15. Plus 25. Actuellement. Est-ce qu'on peut sauvegarder? Telle est la question. Je parie que non. Oh.
What's this? HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Oui. Comment ils savent que je suis là?
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Quelqu'un là. patience. J'ai vraiment fait le mal. Pire c'est qu'ils ont entendu un bruit. Genre on me voit pas là. Non, on me voit pas du tout, genre. Donc c'est le meilleur. Tout en black. Atteindre un index.
What was that?
Juste devant moi, ils sont.
What the hell? He must be lurking nearby.
Ah, j'ai eu beaucoup de chance. Ah, je peux pas trop bouger. Ah, c'est le même endroit. C'est toi qui me là-bas, mais je pense. Ça se trouve, je dois même pas aller par là-bas. Ça se trouve, j'ai rien à foutre là-bas.
Is somebody there?
Who's that?
Ça m'étonne que je dois revenir. Qu'ils me remettent dans la même zone que la dernière fois. Putain de merde.
Over there?
lost sight of the intruder. Going into high alert.
Putain, si je fais select.
Major.
Snake, the boss is your enemy. You've got to accept that reality.
Ah ok. Bon, c'était bien par là.
The enemy must...
Ah, c'est bon. Putain, il est venu jusque là ce bâtard.
No one here after all.
Ah, il est venu en courant comme ça, lui. Ils vont me tirer dessus, j'ai récupéré toute ma vie, si j'ai plein de jours. Que je suis à 95%, c'est vraiment que je suis vraiment bien protégé quand même. Du coup, dans la forêt, en noir, ça passe bien.
Who's that? Ah! HQ, please respond.
Moi là, c'est oh là, il m'a mis une balle. Allez, voilà, donne le max. Ils sont tous finis à l'eau, ces bâtards. Je sais pas combien de temps ce jeu dure. Je pense pas qu'il est si long que ça. Et en fait, la zone change tellement dans la nuit, c'est... Ah. Au moins un soldat. Je crois que c'est un sniper. Non. Là, je peux rentrer direct. Là, je sais pas c'est quoi. Je suis rentré ressorti, ça m'a fait à la cinématique.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down!
Je crois que je me rappelle de son visage.
There is your answer.
Oh là là. La femme de Sokolov. Non, c'est Eva. Apparemment, je l'ai mis en mode HD en plus.
The name's Eva.
Petite ambiance magnifique. OG. Très OG.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
Elle est blanche de ouf. Lui, il est tout noir.
Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgin is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep.
C'est fort.
Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also...
Bon, raconte-toi ta vie, merci. T'as pas grand-chose à me dire. Je sais ce que j'ai à faire. Je te remercie. On s'arrête là, petit épisode. Et je continuerai certainement, pour le coup, plus tard. Merci d'avoir regardé ce petit épisode. Et je vous envoie dès que possible la suite. Hasta la vista les boys. Et à plus tard.